customers to remember. Simply visit the marketing department Enugu Network Center and purchase your ticket or call 0803-089-9214. NTA Father Christmas Show, still the best.
It is my pleasure to welcome you to this week's edition of Sunday Rendezvous. It is the third Sunday of the month and the 19th day of November. Every year, the 19th of November is celebrated as International Men's Day to celebrate men's positive contributions to the society, the community, the family, the marriage, the childcare, and the environment. And it is on that note that I say Happy International Men's Day to all the men out there. Our package tonight is loaded with stories making the rounds, events and human angle stories which you cannot afford to miss. So I urge you to draw closer to your television and pay attention while we dish out our content. Good evening and welcome. Do not forget that you can watch us live on our YouTube channel at NTA Enugu. The Chairman, House Committee on Banking and Other Ancillary Institutions with Asset Management Corporation of Nigeria, AMCON, Eze Nwachukwu Eze, has reassured the AMCON that the committee will ensure a legislative framework that will support the effective function of the institution to enact policies that enhance the corporation's capacity to carry its mandate effectively and transparently. He was speaking at the 2023 Stakeholders Retreat of the committee with AMCON with the theme, Navigating Nigeria's Financial Ecosystem for a Sustainable Future, the role of AMCON.
The committee members are made up of 3 men and a woman who is secretary of the committee, while Mr. Charles Ngene is the chairman. Other members on a new inaugurated list are Chinyere Eze and Martins Mba. This four-man committee is saddled with the responsibility of drafting a functional policy that will move the ministry to a greater pedestal. Inaugurating the committee, the Enugu State Commissioner for Housing, Dr. Martins Chinweke, reiterated the ministry's commitment to discover a favorable ground that will go a long way in proffering solutions to housing challenges in the state.
So we have barely 2 months to go through. If the committee thinks they are not finishing, we can extend the term. But if we are able to deliver within that period, because it's already before His Excellency that the housing policy will be delivered by the end of January 2024. If we meet that target, it will be a welcome idea. But we will not out of hurry produce something that will not be last time the test of time.
We do our best to make sure that we produce a document that will be a part in this course, which we are all together to make sure it's charted.
The lead consultant, Ugo Chime, expressed his steadfastness to serve towards the directions, intentions, and processes of fulfilling the aspirations of the state government.
The role of Ministry of Housing is the largest and most impactful. The reason being that The Ministry of Housing is set out to be the bridge carrying government aspirations to the private sector and carrying private sector challenges in meeting those aspirations to government.
In collaboration with the consultancy firm Copen Group Beraka, the Ministry of Housing has resolved to institute a formidable team that will stand the test of time. In Enugu, Kelechi Ochiara, NTA News.
And this is actually Kelechi Ochiara's report, where she says that a four-man committee to formulate the housing development policy in Enugu State has been inaugurated with a charge to leverage on possible solutions to the high cost of rent in the state. She reports that the committee is expected to submit their reports within 10 weeks. And I earlier told you that the Chairman, House Committee on Banking and other ancillary institutions with Asset Management Corporation of Nigeria, AMCON, Ezenwachuku Eze, has reassured the AMCON that the committee will ensure a legislative framework that will support the effective functions of the institution to enact policies that enhance the corporation's capacity to carry its mandate effectively and transparently. He was speaking at the 2023 Stakeholders Retreat of the committee with AMCON with the team Navigating Nigeria's Financial Ecosystem for a Sustainable Future. We'll bring you details of this report in our subsequent bulletin. Degrees have been awarded to the 2022-2023 graduating students of the Godfrey Okoye University, Enugu. The degrees were awarded during the 11th convocation ceremony at the Uguomunike main campus of the university. This is Chidi Okorafor's report, but again, we'll bring you the details in our subsequent bulletin. The Managing Director, Mechanized Agricultural Investment Services, Benjamin Aduli, has reassured farmers in the Southeast Zone of adequate loan support to enhance productivity and food sufficiency in the country. He gave the assurance at the inauguration of the investment services in Enugu. Okechukwu Agobama reports.
Starting with the grassroots farmers, the Director of Mayors harped on the need for farmers to be consistent in farming agricultural produce for food sufficiency. He said one of the objectives of the mayors is to ensure adequate facilities for irrigation system to boost food production, as he identified the lack of market and technology remains the greatest challenge for farmers.
We provide credit to farmers. At the moment, we have a product that gives an average farmer access to 5 million naira without requiring him to contribute any equity. All he needs is to join one of our partner cooperative. He farms for us. All he needs to qualify is just have land. Whether they have the land, we provide the money within our agri extension services, and whatever he farms, we will buy it from him.
The chairman Agro Success Products, Benjamin Adolefo, re-echoed the essence of the project, which is to help provide solutions to challenges limiting the production of maize, cocoyam and cassava.
The launch is to bring in funds for agricultural farmers, both for cash crop and livestock, to make it essential for us to imbibe mechanized farming and also dry season farming.
The inauguration attracted some farmers within Southeast geopolitical zone.
I'm telling people to come and join. They will benefit too.
And their money is secure.
And their money is secure. They are not going to pay anything. As they are progressing, so they will progressing too.
In Enugu, Okechukwu Agobama, NTA News.
Enugu State Governor Dr. Peter Mba, during his electioneering campaigns, promised to provide potable water to residents within 180 days. And barely 6 days to the 180-day set target, how far has the state government gone in actualizing this vision? Chika Ugu reports.
Enugu, on the hill, popularly called the Cold City, was the first capital of Eastern region in today's southeastern south-south states. It later became the capital of Old Anambra State and then later Enugu State in 1991. Under the soil of Enugu is embedded coal, for which Enugu is known for. While this coal helped the Nigerian economy those days, it deprived the people of Enugu aquifer, or underground water, in most parts of the state. Successive governments since 1999 were not able to solve this perennial challenge. The administration of Sullivan Chinwe made a bold step with a comprehensive master plan to tackle the challenge headlong, and water did really flow then in some places. In all, there is no water in Enugu now, except intermittently. The people of Enugu State are tired of complaining and have resorted to begging whoever that wins the governorship election in the state this year to have pity on them and give them water.
Time around, there is no water anywhere. If you eat in the hotel, you are taking just water from the well. If you take okpa, water from the well, that's where they prepare it.
We struggle every morning to get water we are using to cook this okpa. So we draw well, sometimes we go to the village water inside bush, very far away, then to get the water.
I'm equally among those who are complaining that we need water. Anybody who comes now and gives water to people, we have a new face of the people he's governing.
The four leading governorship candidates all talked about water during their campaigns across the state. With clean flowing water at Oju River and the cleanest aquifer in Nightmare, one wonders the challenge of reticulation. A retired civil servant from Oju River gives more insight to the challenge.
Oji has water that will serve the entire Enugu state, and that place is called Wonderful Water. You don't purify it, you don't need anything to refine it, you just take it as it is. Even at that Oji River, there is no tap running, there's no tap that is running around Oji River, urban. The question of water in Enugu is a horrible situation, because now the is created for water to reach people have not been utilized.
Before, in the colonial times, there were water reservoirs scattered all over the city. It was managed somehow. We were having water those days that from 1979 to 1983, December 31st, when it came, we were having water. Then 2008 2007 precisely, we started having that water again miraculously in 2015.
The people of Aloago Autonomous Community in Ibueze South Local Government Area of Enugu State have appealed to the state government to conduct free, fair and credible election to elect a traditional ruler and town union leaders for the community. Uchenna Namele reports that the community made the appeal unanimously in a press conference organized by Ohero, which means the titled men in the community.
Of Alago Autonomous Community in Ibueze South Local Government Area of Enugu State are peace-loving people. They have lived over the years without traditional ruler since the demise of the late Igwe Simon Ame in 2018. The people are in need of traditional ruler and town union leadership, and as such are calling on the state government to urgently conduct a free, fair and credible election that will produce a town union leadership and traditional ruler for the community to avert the looming crisis.
Any imposition will suffer a fatal blow and shall be vehemently resisted by our people. All we request is all parties to follow due process at all times for a lasting peace in our community.
The community has rejected caretaker committee allegedly handpicked by one of the traditional aspirants, Mr. Okudili Omeke, and demanded for straight election.
I rejected the nomination when the leader of the caretaker committee in the person of Engineer Obumeke called me on phone that I am one of the member of the committee. I asked him questions on how my name happened to emerge as member of the committee because I was not invited. He said that he had it over the radio.
We have been suffering too much as a result of nobody is leading us. In terms of leadership, we don't have. In terms of town union leadership, we don't have. And it put us in danger. So I'm appealing to the government of Enugu State to please come and contest election. We are all one. We are all from this community.
Personally, I'm worried, and I have put in what I can. I have put in everything I have to make sure that there is a functional leadership here in this community, because it's setting this community back, seriously back. Unfortunately, all I have said is let there be a credible election, and anybody, if it's a dog that the community wants to lead them, let the dog lead.
The community stated that the traditional rulership and town union leadership tussle is not a party affair but internal issue in the community. In Enugu, Uchenna Nnamele, NTA News.
The need for staff of every organization to maintain a regular physical and mental health has been emphasized. This was highlighted at the 2023 Brewery Manager Sports Competition by the staff of Nigerian Brewery PLC, Ama, Enugu State. James Oparekocha reports.
Every year, members of staff, Nigerian Breweries PLC across the country come together to unwind through a sports competition. This started over 15 years ago but took a competition dimension 4 years ago with prizes at stake. This year's football finals was between Logistics Department and Administration. The kickoff was performed by Enugu State Commissioner of Police, Kanayo Ozebu, supported by Super Eagles goalkeeper Emmanuel Okala and Stanley Okoronkwo.
And the defender gets hold on the ball, makes a turn. He passes to Fernandez. Fernandez tries to dribble, but the defender said no. And there they are. And it's going on. Trying to throw a pass.
At the end of the match, which ended goalless, Logistics Department won 5-4 in ensuring penalty shootout. Special guest of honor and commissioner for youth and sports, Enugu State, Lloyd Ekweremadu, supported by Christian Chukwu, presented the medals and the trophy to the champions of the football match, Logistics Department. Earlier, the brewery manager, Peter Ani, in his address read by the Corporate Affairs Southeast of the NBL, says the competition was a way of ensuring their staff maintain their fitness all year round. Also decided was the 100 meters finals, which took place during the first half of the football match. Speaking after the event, the Commissioner for Youth and Sports, Lloyd Ekweremadu, expressed happiness with the synergy between Nigerian breweries and the Sports Ministry and commended NBL for the initiative to keep their staff fit.
There's been a long-lasting relationship between the Nigerian breweries and the ministry. They are sports lovers, they've always supported sports and youth activities. So I'm not surprised these are brewers, but I know that they have a love for sports and they continue to show it, and I hope that they continue to do so. You can see the quality of the football. It keeps increasing every day. So we encourage everybody to take a lot of exercise to
The event attracted a mammoth crowd made up of staff of the brewery.
Let's take you back to the report where we earlier told you that the Chairman, House Committee on Banking and Other Ancillary Institutions with Asset Management Corporation of Nigeria, AMCON, Eze Nwachukwu Eze, has reassured the AMCON that the committee will ensure a legislative framework that will support the effective function of the institution to enact policies that enhance the corporation's capacity to carry its mandate effectively and transparently. Okechukwu Agubama reports.
The committee chairman emphasized that the committee is committed to fostering a conducive environment for AMCON to carry out its mandate and poised to collaborate with the Asset Management Corporation of Nigeria to address challenges facing them and implement strategic initiatives that will enhance its role in ensuring a sustainable future for Nigeria. He added that the committee understands that navigating the complexities of the financial ecosystem requires a holistic approach and is prepared to work with AMCON to develop and implement policies that will promote financial stability and economic prosperity.
Imagine where people will be holding money in loans worth billions of naira, and they are parading themselves, moving up and down, yet nothing is said about them. And we are going to do this by interface with the Committee on Judiciary. Certain parts of the Act establishing AMCON and as amended states that every case instituted for against AMCON, as it has to do with the assets, must be disposed of within 90 days.
The Managing Director of Asset Management Corporation of Nigeria, Aham Kuru, re-echoed that AMCON plays a fundamental role in ensuring the stability and sustainability of the financial institution.
The Asset Management Corporation represents Nigeria. We've been operating for some time, so we need to bring all stakeholders on board so that we can start the process of seeing how we can end this journey. It's extremely important because the source of our life is from the National Assembly. They are the ones that enacted the law, which was assented by the President, so they understand what the issues are, and it is with their help and support and cooperation that we'll be able to achieve the main objective of this program.
The Asset Management Corporation of Nigeria, APCON, was established since 2010 to address the challenges raised by the non-performing loans and distressed assets within the banking sector. In Enugu, Okechukwu Akubama, NTA News.
Let's pause here for some commercials. Sunday Rendezvous will be right back. This day.
Take it from me, the mind-blowing way to do things is the Glow LTE Advanced Way. When you stream, it's like you're in the drama itself. When you make calls, you reach where others can't. Trophy! Doing business is like running Wall Street from your street. And when you play, I just beat God.
See about that?
It's like traveling the world without moving an inch.
Is that Toby?
You can download in the blink of an eye in 4K. And when you go for your dreams, it's like running with the strength of 3 nations behind you.
LTE Advanced, the power of 3 data networks in one. Get a Glow SIM or dial *301#.
Welcome back. A famous adage says there is a time to sow and a time to reap. That time to reap is the season of harvest, which the people of Amuri Ancient Kingdom in Kano West local government area of Enugu State commemorating an annual Thanksgiving festival. Matthew Amoke witnessed this year's event and has so much to tell.
This sets the tone for the annual Oriental Cultural Festival in Amuri Ancient Kingdom. Servants, daughters, and well-wishers converge for the traditional Thanksgiving, set aside to appreciate the people's rich cultural heritage. The traditional ruler of the community and a host of others speak on the origin and significance of the day. They express commitment to upholding their culture.
Amuri is a sacred soil, and every 4th month, traditional 4th month, we mark Owenam. It's sacred. It's not time to quarrel. It's time for people to go make peace. And at the end of the 1 month ceremony, we exchange gifts.
We are here to celebrate life. We are here to celebrate our ancestral heritage. We are giving thanks and praises to our ancestors for keeping us all these years, for all the good things they've done through the years. They are giving thanks and praises to God for sustaining us in this our land. I want to let the world know today
that tradition is our heritage, and the tradition can, give us a lot of good. It is going to give us wealth, give us long life.
We are trying to show the world what our culture look like, to serve humanity, help humanity, and give hospitality to people.
Highlights of the event was a symbolic homage to the traditional ruler of the community by different masquerades amid site attractions.
Very rich cultural heritage there. And this is where we draw the curtains of this week's edition of Sunday Rendezvous. We thank you so much for being a part of it. On behalf of the production crew, I wish you a wonderful working week ahead. Good night and God bless.
Some bread more.
We give gratitude to God for a lifelong lived to His glory. The family of late Mr. Ignatius and late Mrs. Mary Ugu of Amonu Village, Umundu Town in Ubianu Local Government Area of Enugu State request your presence at the funeral ceremony of our husband, father, brother, uncle and nephew, late Mr. Chinyebere Kelvin Ugu, aged 60 years. Funeral arrangement, Christian wake, Friday 24th November, time 4 p.m. Ugu's compound adjacent St. Mary's Catholic Church, Umundu Town, Amonu Village in Enugu State. Funeral service, Saturday 25th November, time 10 a.m. Ugu's compound, reception and condolences, time 1 p.m. at St. Mary's Catholic Church compound, Umundu. Thanksgiving service, Sunday 26th November, time 9 a.m. at Redeemed Christian Church of God, Ebenezer Mega Parish, Guarantee Hotel, number 12, New Makodi Road, Uburafo. Sign, Mr. Stephen Ugu, brother, Chukudalo Kelvin Ugu. Song for the family. May his soul rest in perfect peace. Amen.